My name is Sergey. I'm an author, filmmaker, adventurer, and lover of life. I'm also the proud owner of a Mercedes Sprinter van. My van is not just my ride to work or to the grocery store. It's an awesome tool that gives me the freedom to take epic adventures and have unique experiences. Out of all the different cars that I've owned in the past, this van is by far my favorite vehicle. I absolutely love this thing. That's why I've teamed up with Mercedes-Benz of Medford to create this video. With it, we hope to show you what makes a Sprinter van so wonderful and give you a glimpse of how my rig serves me both in my career as well as my everyday life. Prior to purchasing my van, I spent 5 years meticulously researching my options. I weighed practicality against style and comfort and considered every imaginable pro and con. I needed a car that could haul large quantities of books and bulky film equipment, as well as get me off the beaten path. I'm an avid outdoorsman. I like to spend my free time out in nature. My hobbies include surfing and paddleboarding, hiking, cycling, working out with kettlebells in exotic locations, trail running, and camping. I wanted a rig that could sever my dependence on motel stays and enable me to wake up deep in nature and go. Initially, I had my eyes set on a VW Eurovan, but after perusing countless auto listings, I quickly learned that a 20-year-old beat-up van with over 200,000 miles on it sells for between $20,000 and $25,000. I looked into other options as well, such as the Sportsmobile, the Econoline. I considered various truck and camper options, but was ultimately deterred by high mileage, low fuel economy, lack of reliability, and/or hefty price tags. Then, during a work trip to Europe, I discovered the Sprinter van. It was sleek, it was beautiful, it had more than enough power to accommodate all of my needs. Additionally, it was spacious. The extended roof option has 6.5 feet of clearance on the inside and boasts incredible gas mileage. Long story short, I instantly wanted one. Upon returning home, I looked into what it would take to purchase a Sprinter van and discovered that Mercedes-Benz of Medford, one of the biggest Sprinter dealerships on the West Coast, was conveniently located a few minutes' drive from my house. I visited the dealership and had their friendly staff show me around. Together we discussed all the ins and outs of what it would take to own a van. I test drove a couple different vans and was surprised that for being so roomy, the Sprinter drove incredibly smooth, cornered wonderfully, and never felt top heavy. The driver's seat was situated fairly high, which allowed me to see over the tops of most compact cars and trucks, thus eliminating the desire for me to pass other motorists to get a clear view of the road ahead. Then there was the seat itself. A Sprinter seat is the only seat I've ever sat in that properly supports my lower back. This results in zero back pain on long road trips. Finally, the massive 70-inch windshield resembles a top-of-the-line widescreen HD TV. This provides drivers with unobstructed views and a crystal clear picture. When driving my van, I often feel like I'm sitting in a comfy seat watching a 3D movie inside a luxury theater. Like most people, I assume that because of all these superb features and the Mercedes emblem, a Sprinter van must have a massive price tag. But I was wrong. With base models starting around $32,000, Sprinter vans cost less than most new trucks. Owning a van for the last 3 years has also proved that regular maintenance on my van is less expensive than on my Acura MDX, my daily driver before my Sprinter. My Acura required a $100 oil change every 3,000 miles, whereas my van needs to be serviced every 10,000 miles, which costs roughly $200. In addition to the oil change, the $200 scheduled maintenance also includes various other fluid changes, which ultimately saves me more cash. Before I bought this rig, I was always forced to stay in hotels when on the road for work. Some years, my lodging bill alone added up to more than $10,000. Now when I hit the road on a book signing lecture tour, I stay in my van. This saves me thousands and untethers me from staying in conventional lodging locations. This also allows me to stay closer to my place of work, making it exponentially more convenient and fun for me to do my thing. My friends who work in the trades have also found their Sprinters remarkably useful for work. Several rides in my van was all it took to convince my buddies to trade in their trucks for Sprinters. They use their vans to pull heavy equipment, safely transport fine furniture from warehouse to customer, and keep their tools secure and out of the elements. Both my friends agree that Sprinters are unbeatable for commercial and business use. When all is said and done, getting a Sprinter van was a no-brainer. Instead of buying a 20-year-old van with lots of miles on it and no warranty for $25 grand, I could own a cooler-looking, brand-new van with 0 miles and a 100,000-mile warranty for about $35,000. Furthermore, this van would have a tall ceiling which would keep me out of the rain and snow, have great fuel economy, and be inexpensive to operate. It would also be fully customizable should I decide to build shelves for transporting tools or throw a bed in the back for adventuring purposes. I've owned my current Sprinter for 3 years now, and my only regret is that I didn't get one sooner. If you're looking for a great car that does it all, check out the Sprinter van. Visit Mercedes-Benz of Medford, located at 3240 Crater Lake Avenue in Medford, Oregon, and find out how the Sprinter van could improve the quality of your life.